Welcome to this Yin Yoga for the new year. I would recommend having handy, close to you, a couple blocks, towel, blankets, and even pillows. Just have them around you in case you feel you might need them for any of the poses that we're going to practice. To begin, I am going to start in a seated Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose. You can sit on blocks, that could help you. You could use 1 or 2 blocks, or you could simply sit in Sukhasana or even lie down in Shavasana. And that's how we're going to start our practice today. So find a posture that you feel you can hold for at least 5 minutes. And let's begin to settle and arrive on our mat. I invite you to close your eyes and just become connected with your breath. Notice the flow of your breath, allowing it to find its natural rhythm. Not everyone makes a resolution each January, but chances are you, me, we've at least once in our lifetime made a New Year's resolution. And if you are like most people, our resolutions are to change something about ourselves. Change something that we feel we need to let go of, perhaps a bad habit, or something that we need to start doing. We need to give up smoking, eat less, eat healthier, practice more yoga, spend more time with family, etc. And while those are all great intentions, these are what we would call yang type of resolutions. Resolving to do something or refraining from doing something. Or in other words, to change something in your life. And there are times, not only around the New Year's, that we need to make these type of resolutions. But today I offer you an opportunity to tap into your yin energy. And perhaps setting a yin type of intention. And so as you just continue to settle into your breath, focus on the internal world, your internal world, and letting go, releasing the external world. Just reflect on perhaps some resolutions that you've already decided to make for the new year, and give yourself an opportunity to reflect on a yin more type of resolution. Gently begin to open your eyes, and we'll move on to our second pose. You can continue to sit on the block. We're going to come into a Sukhasana, which is an easy seated pose, but not always easy for everybody. So if you want to continue to sit on the block, that's fine. I also like to sit on a towel or on a blanket. Helps me with the tilting of the pelvis a little bit forward. So just take a moment once again to find what's comfortable for you. And place one foot in front of the other. I've got my blocks handy because we're going to fold forward. I'm going to start a timer, going to be in this posture for at least a couple minutes. So please make sure that it's something that you feel you can maintain for 2 minutes, but you don't also have to go into the deepest expression of the pose to begin with. You may start with resting your elbows on the block, or resting your head in your hands like this. And this is where you might stay for about a minute, and then you can go deeper and deeper into the posture. Let's begin. I've got a timer, so we don't have to worry about how long we're in the pose. When we look at resolutions, especially the Yang type of resolutions, they're based on the unspoken assumption that the way we are right now isn't good enough. There is a quote-unquote should lurking around in our evaluation of ourselves. We should be better. We should be different. Why aren't we content with the way we are right now, with the way our life is? Whose voice is that whispering in our ear telling us that we should be different? A minute has passed. If we'd like to go a little deeper, if your mind begins to wander, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment by focusing on your breath. Letting go of something, letting go of any gripping. Take another few more deep breaths as you come to the end of the 2 minutes. Just gently begin to bring yourself up out of the pose and switch, placing the opposite leg in front of you now. Once again, having the blocks in front of you, folding forward and coming in to the posture. Closing your eyes helps you to go inward. I invite you to do that. Balance in our life, which what we always strive for, requires us to honor both the yin and the yang energies of our life. The yang is about change, about movement, passion, accomplishing great deeds. Yin is about acceptance, allowing stillness, enjoying the present moment, and doing the small tasks. They're just as important as those great deeds. A minute has passed, and if you'd like to go deeper into the pose, perhaps you remove one of the blocks. And just let go of any thoughts. Keeping your breath smooth and steady, effortless. As we end the 2 minutes, begin to bring yourself gently and slowly out of the posture. Remove the blocks, but keep them handy. I'm going to come lying face down into a posture called spider, half spider. So lie down on your belly, taking your right leg out to the side, a 90-degree bend. Start with that. So on your belly, take the right leg out to the side, the knee is in line with the hip, and 90-degree bend both in the hip and the knee if possible. You're welcome to either just come and rest your forehead down on your stacked palms, or even place your left cheek down on your stacked palms or on a towel. So find the posture, come into the posture, please. Again, just as a reminder, I have the right knee out to the side, 90-degree bend in both the hip and the knee, and either forehead on your stacked palms or resting your left cheek. Once you've come into the pose, begin to settle. I'm going to start the timer again. And just close your eyes and let any of your worries go and let me worry about the time. Your only job is to release and to let go in the pose. We're constantly urged in our society to change, to improve, to fix problems. But today, I invite you to just step back for a moment. Take notice of all the advertisements you see. Take notice of what the media portrays as the ideal life. It's easy to fall into the idea that we're not enough, that we're flawed, and that we need to somehow improve and change. We need to buy something, we need to have a different job, we need to move. Just step back for the next minute and notice. Notice your thoughts, your feelings. It's this bell signaling the end of our 2 minutes. Just begin to straighten the right leg. And if you're on your left cheek, bring your forehead down on top of your stacked palms. Moving to the second side, take your left leg out. Once again, do your best to bring the hip and the knee to a 90-degree, but if that's uncomfortable for you, please make any adjustments. Just bring that leg out to any degree that your hip allows. Maybe you bring your right cheek to your stacked palms, or perhaps you keep your forehead. Let's start the timer again. Every time we move, we need to take a moment to settle. And so we do that with our breath, and just take a few moments to reconnect with your breath. When you reflect on the past years of your life and all the resolutions that you have set, somehow we still feel inadequate. We end up blaming ourselves for this failure, for that failure. And it just is this vicious cycle. And we keep trying harder and harder, and every time we set those resolutions, we almost seem to be setting ourselves up for failure. And before the month of January is even over, we've already forgotten what those resolutions were. And that's what today is about. Letting go of all of those resolutions that have this hidden message that we are not enough. Because we are perfect the way we are, with all our flaws. Bring both legs together. Bend your knees and just simply bring the legs side to side in a windshield wiper type of motion. I'm going to move on to our next posture called Sphinx pose. In Sphinx pose, bring your elbows directly beneath your shoulder. I like to use a block to rest my forehead. So you might want to bring a block or two. Coming into that Sphinx posture, if you're already starting to feel some tenderness in your lower back, Sphinx may be too much for you today. So you're welcome to just come back to placing your forehead down on top of your stacked palms. So this is an option. Up onto the elbows is an option. And once again, I remind you, we're going to be in the posture for 2 minutes. You might start in a Sphinx pose for the first minute, and then move deeper into a seal pose for the last minute. But I'll let you know when we've come upon a minute. So here's my Sphinx pose. I like to rest my forehead on the blocks. Come to your expression of the pose. Relax, release, and let go in the posture. Let's take a look now at what is a yin type of resolution. What is there about yourself that you can simply accept, not try to change? After all those years of trying to change something, I invite you to now think of something that you will simply allow to just be. We're at a minute now, so if you'd like, you can come into your seal posture, or you can stay in your Sphinx or in crocodile. Go back now to reflecting on what can you allow to just simply be for this new year. If you are in seal, come back down to Sphinx. Remove any blocks. And come down to resting your forehead on your stacked palms. Bend your knees. Bring the legs side to side in that windshield wiper-like motion. Straighten both legs. Slowly help yourself come back up. Moving on to a half dragonfly. Dragonfly. You can either have full dragonfly with both legs out to a wide stance, wide position, or come into half, bringing one leg in. Blocks are wonderful to have as we're going to fold forward. From here, you're going to take and turn your chest over your straight leg. This is my right leg. And I'm going to set up my blocks at the side so that I might either rest, and remember you have 3 heights to your blocks. You may choose to have them on the highest height. And this is where you might be for the first few moments until your body starts to release and let go. And then you can deepen and deepen and deepen into the posture. So once again, take time to decide the posture that you'd like to hold for the next couple minutes. Relaxing your head. Sometimes it helps to even just take your hands, place them together, and rest your forehead on your thumbs, replacing your thumbs right at the brow area. It's a nice massage. Or sometimes people like to place it at the third eye. As you continue to reflect on a yin type of resolution, some examples could simply be, I resolve to accept my body just as it is right now. A minute has passed if you'd like to go a little deeper for the last minute. Another example could be, I resolve to let my fear, my anger, my depression, I allow them to come forth to manifest without judgment. Coming to the end of the 2 minutes, deepen your breath. Slowly, gently, come out of the posture. Let's go to the second side. If you've decided to do the half lateral dragonfly, then bend the other leg. But if you've already gone to straight, then just keep both legs straight. You might find, I'm going to start the timer now, you might find one side a little tighter than the other, and that's perfectly normal. But don't rush into the posture. As I said, go into it gradually, allow your body to release and to let go. And for the next minute and a half, I will leave you in silence to contemplate filling in this sentence, this phrase. I resolve to let. And you're going to fill in that blank. Just be. I resolve to let. Just be. I resolve to let myself just be. Whatever it is, fill in that blank. A minute has already passed. Last few seconds. Deepening your breath. And gently coming out of the posture, taking your time. Removing the blocks. We're going to come to lying down now. In a twisted root posture. So helping yourself lie down with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Bring your arms out to the side, either in a goal post or just simply out to your side. Cross the right over the left. Press into your foot and lift the hips up and shift the hips over to the right a little bit. Gently allow your knees to fall over to the left. As you look over the right shoulder, it's available to you if your neck feels okay. If that is uncomfortable for your neck, simply look up towards the ceiling or even look over your left shoulder. I allow you, I invite you, I offer you the first few moments before we start the timer to just make any adjustments. If you find that it's uncomfortable having your leg floating, you could place a block to the side here like this. And close your eyes as I once again begin the timer, and you just simply allow yourself to let go and to breathe. Please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Yang resolutions are unwise. But a key question to ask yourself is, am I better having made these resolutions in the past? It's truly up to you to define what does better mean. better mean healthier, happier, more content, more balanced. And by all means, if you feel that making those types of resolutions are going to make you better, then set them. Maybe it's more important to revisit the why behind your resolutions. Gently begin to come out of the pose. Bring your legs upright toward the ceiling. Recenter your hips. Uncross your leg. Cross the left over the right. Shift your hips over to the left. Allow your knees to drop to the right. And once again, take the block if you want to, if you need to. Place that under your legs. And adjust your head and neck according to your body's needs today. Refocus on your breath. Close your eyes. I will start the timer. This year, why not resolve to accept something about yourself that you will not try to change? Maybe this year is the year that you accept something about someone else. And your vow, your resolution is to not try to change them. Go ahead, set a Yang resolution to not do something, to do something. But why not add a Yin type of resolution this year? So here's your question to contemplate. What are you going to accept? What are you going to allow? What are you not going to try to change this year? Slowly begin to come out of the posture, recentering your hips, uncrossing your legs, and coming into our final posture of our practice today, our peak posture, Shavasana. Coming into your favorite expression of Shavasana. That might mean that you place a blanket underneath your knees. It might mean that you put your legs up the wall. Whatever posture that means for you, take a few moments to go ahead and place yourself in your favorite Shavasana posture. And once you've arrived at that posture, close your eyes. Refocusing on your breath as you allow your breath once again to find its natural rhythm. As we close our practice today, I'd like to share some affirmations, some positive affirmations that hopefully will help you to overcome any negative or self-sabotaging thoughts. And these affirmations are all about acceptance, which is a theme of our practice today. Allowing ourselves to accept something this year that we will not try to change. You're welcome to repeat these affirmations out loud. Obviously, you're home. Or just allow them to be absorbed into your body as you silently repeat them to yourself. I accept myself just as I am right here in this moment. I trust that my intuition will lead me exactly where I'm supposed to be. I embrace the rhythm and the flow of my life and know that I have everything I need. I let go of my expectations. I trust the path unseen. I allow each moment and experience to come into my life without placing fear or judgment upon it. What are you going to accept today, this year? What are you going to no longer try to improve or change this year? Please continue to stay in your Shavasana posture as long as you like. I thank you for joining me in today's practice, and I hope to see you again, and I wish you a happy, healthy, joyous New Year. Thank you and namaste.